Hey, what's up guys? This is Johan, and on this video I'll be building a Chaeto reactor. This is to help combat my hair algae problem that I have been having. This will just help beef up my filtration system. I do run a algae scrubber. I have some GFO, but I have not been running it because I did have a little bit of bad experience because I overdosed it the first time I used it. So I'm probably going to implement that in a little bit, but let's get into the build. I'm going to be using a 2 Little Fishies force band reactor for this build. I'm just going to use the LEDs and wrap them around the force band reactor. Got to remove the sticker as well, just so it doesn't block any light. I'll also be using the purple Growlight spectrum with 3 red LEDs and 1 blue LED in between. I think it's called a 50-50. So I have always had high nitrates ever since I got into the hobby about 4 years ago, but I've never had hair algae. I think it's due to the amount of fish that I have for one, and also I did get those black box lights. They do put out a lot of power, and even though I run them at a lower light level, they still, output enough light to grow hair algae. So the second reason why I think my hair algae exploded was because I removed all my fish a few months back because I had a egg treatment. You would think that because I removed all the fish that there'll be no waste or anything added to the tank that would cause any spike in nitrates, but for some reason my fish don't like to eat the long hair. They'll eat the short hair, so I'm guessing that I always had hair algae, but the fish kind of kept it under control, and once it grew long, the fish don't like the long hair algae. I'm guessing it's probably bitter or whatever reason they don't eat the long ones, but you will see them grazing on the rocks. So I think because I removed the fish, which I had to for the egg treatment, that there was nothing to control the hair algae, so it just kind of took off. So this was pretty much a simple build. I just wrapped the LEDs around the force band reactor. This build probably took me maybe 10 minutes or less to build. The longest part was waiting for the LED lights to come in. So about 2 days in total for the build. And it wasn't that expensive at all, at least for me, because I did get the force band reactor used for about $40, and then the lights for about $10, so $50 build. You could pick that force band reactor on Amazon for about $80 brand new, but you could probably find one on Craigslist or even eBay for cheaper. I'm using the 550 2 Little Fishies reactor. So about 10 minutes of work and a day or two of waiting for some to ship. I think this is a pretty reasonable build, and if it's gonna impact my filtration like I think it's supposed to, then I think it's well worth it. So once I was done with the build, I went ahead and put everything under my tank. I actually have another Chaeto reactor going, so might as well just add another one. And this one has a lot more light than the previous one that I've been running, so whatever the first one doesn't remove, this one is gonna definitely remove. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this run, and then come back in a few months and test and see what results I get. If my nitrates do go down, my phosphates do go down. I may be adding my force band reactor back online, but this time I'm gonna make sure I start really slow with less amount of the GFO instead of adding as much as I did before, and then work my way up until I get the phosphate to 0 or unreadable. Probably that's because of the hair algae, but just so the hair algae dies down. But anyways guys, I hope you liked the video. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, and remember to subscribe.